Hi everyone, my name is Helen. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please click subscribe so you can have access to tons of free yoga content. Today we're gonna be doing a core-based flow. So we're gonna really build up the heat, work on our abdominal muscles, and really strengthening our core. Having a strong core is so important for everything, for yoga, for life. It's the foundation for what we do, how we move, and how we hold ourselves up in the world. So with that being said, you will please need 2 blocks. If you do not have 2 blocks, there's gonna be a main exercise that you will not be able to do. So if you don't have the blocks, put this on pause, run to Five Below, get 2 blocks for like $3 each, and come back and let's do this. Okay, let's go. We'll start on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana. So the soles of your feet are going to be together. The knees are going to open wide. You can have your arms alongside the body with the palms facing up. Or if it feels better, you can reach them up overhead, bend the arms, and grab hold of opposite elbows, letting the arms just fall to the floor. Close your eyes wherever you are. Set aside this next 45 minutes to do this practice. Be connected to the breath, to the body, in the present moment. Breathing in and out through the nose, slowly, deeply, consciously, and intentionally. Strengthening our core is so important because it's like our core is our foundation for our whole body. And our foundation is what really sets the pace for our life. It reminds me of that story about the man who built his house on the rocks versus the man who built his house on the sand. So the rocks being the strong foundation that they are, when the storm came, the man who built his house on the rocks was fine, his house was fine, it stayed intact. And the man who built his house on the sand, it fell apart. Our house is almost like our emotional stability as well. So when our emotional stability relies upon something that doesn't have a strong foundation, so when it's rooted in things that are outside of us, those fleeting things, those material things, those things that we can't control, when one bad thing happens, our foundation, we have none, so we fall apart. Whereas when we have a strong foundation, when we have our house, our emotional stability built on stronger foundations, when one thing happens, we don't fall apart. Strong foundation meaning that it's rooted in our sense of self, our spirit. We don't rely on feeling good from things that are outside of us. So just having a strong foundation physically, mentally, emotionally, it's really important in our lives. And together, let's take a deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, try to flatten your low back into the mat, getting rid of the curve. Inhale, releasing that. Exhale, pressing the low back down. Again, inhaling and releasing. Exhale, activating those abdominals, pressing the low back down. And then just releasing that, coming back to a comfortable, natural breath in and out through the nose. And just setting an intention for your yoga practice today. What do you need? Why are you here? And then let's straighten the legs and the arms up overhead, grow really long. Bend your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, and rock a little side to side. Lift your head and chest off the mat, so you're rounding into this teeny tiny little ball, and reach your arms alongside of the legs. They're not touching, they're hovering. Keep your head and chest lifted and straighten the legs up into the sky. Inhale and lower your left leg down, not all the way, just hovering. Exhale, bring it back up to meet the right leg. Other side, inhale, right leg down, keep it hovering. Exhale, bring it back up. Again, inhale the left leg. Exhale it up. Inhale the right leg. Exhale it up. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, bring it up. Exhale, right leg. Inhale, back up. Keep your head and chest lifted, bend the legs. And then inhale, extend the arms and legs away from each other, reaching long. Keep your head and chest lifted. Exhale, arms and knees hug back in. Inhale, extend, reach it long. Exhale, hug it back in. Again, inhale, reaching long. Exhale, bringing it in. One more time, inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Hug the knees, lower the head and the back down. Rock a little side to side. I'm just feeling the heat in your core. You're gonna bend your legs, let them just fall open to the sides. So somewhere where you don't need any muscle engagement, they're just falling, the feet are nice and loose and relaxed, and interlace your hands behind your back. Lift your head and chest off the mat, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring your right elbow to your right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, left elbow, left knee. So same side, inhale, center. Exhale, right elbow, right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, left elbow, left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, right elbow, right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, left elbow, left knee. Good, inhale, center. And relax it down. Keep your legs where they are. Just take a moment. So we're gonna add on to that a little bit more. Lift your head and chest off the mat. Bring your right elbow to your right knee. Take a deep breath in. Stay lifted, exhale, right elbow, left knee. Back to center. Left elbow, left knee, deep breath in. Exhale, left elbow, right knee, cross it over. Back to center. Relax it down, take a moment. A little bit of these goes a really long way. So lift back up. Right elbow, right knee, deep breath in. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Back to center. Left elbow, left knee. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow, right knee. Back to center and down. We'll do that one more time. Lift it back up. Right elbow, right knee, deep breath in. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Center, left elbow, left knee, inhale. Left elbow, right knee. Back to center and relax it down. Bend your legs, plant your feet. Slide your heels so they're close to your glutes. You can almost tickle your heels with your fingers. We'll do some rolling bridge to stretch out the abs. So inhale, lift up the hips, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, relax the hips and the arms back down. Make it fluid. Inhale, lift up the hips, reach the arms up overhead all the way to the floor. Exhale, lower down. Do 3 more nice and slow at your own breath. Bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, rock side to side when you're done. And then hold onto the back so the legs start to rock forward and back, up and down the length of your spine. Get some momentum and rock yourself all the way up. We'll come forward to hands and knees into table pose. And again, setting up a strong foundation. So fingers spreading really wide. Wrists under shoulders, knees hip width apart. We'll start with cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, lift the heart, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, press the floor away. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, lift the heart. Exhale, round, close your eyes, continue this nice and slow at your own breath. The next time you come to cat pose, let's hold it, really rounding through the upper spine, pressing the floor away. Tuck your toes and hover your knees an inch or 2 off the floor. Keep pulling your belly in towards your spine, rounding, 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 and breathing. Just 2 more breaths here. And lower the knees back down. Come back to cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, arch the back for cow pose. Exhale, round for cat pose. Find a neutral spine. Let's tuck the toes and lift the hips up and back. Find downward facing dog, that upside down V. We'll start to pedal out the feet. So bend the right leg and press the left heel towards the floor. And switch. Bend the left leg, press the right heel towards the floor. And just go back and forth, switch here a few times, getting into the backs of the legs. And then find some stillness in your down dog, pressing the floor away, lifting hips up and back. And slowly walk your feet to your hands, to the front of the mat. Bend your legs, grab hold of opposite elbows, let go of the head, and just sway a little side to side. Let gravity pull you down. Release your elbows and roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way up to standing. We'll start with some sun salutation A's. So standing tall, feet together in your mountain pose. Strong foundation here. Inhale, reach your arms around and up. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga yoga push-up. Come down halfway or all the way. Point your toes. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Finding your breath. At the end of an exhale, come high on the toes, gaze forward at the hands, step, hop, or walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. We'll come right back down. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step or hop back, go through your vinyasa. So exhaling, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. At the end of an exhale, high on the toes, gaze forward at the hands, step, hop, or walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way around and up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes, pause here. Okay, so this is where we're going to use our blocks. So again, if you don't have blocks, I don't know how you're going to be able to do this. You can try without, it's going to be much harder. So set up your blocks, tallest level, shoulder width apart. Real shoulder width, not imagined. So look down, make sure they are underneath your shoulders. Hands come to blocks. Really pressing down into the blocks from your hands. Strong foundation here. You'll step your feet back into a high plank. So stepping one foot back, then maybe the other. Make sure that it's a real plank. So we don't want the hips to sag and drop down. We don't want them to be lifting up high. You want a nice long diagonal line from shoulders to hips to heels. From here, bring your right knee into your chest. Tap your toes between the blocks. Right knee back to chest. Step it back. Other side, left knee to chest. Tap the toes between the blocks. Left knee to chest. Step it back to plank. Again, right knee to chest. Tap the toes between the blocks. Right knee to chest. Step back to plank. Left knee to chest. Tap the toes. Left knee to chest. Back to plank. Make sure you're breathing. Right knee to chest. Tap the toes. Right knee to chest, back to plank. Left knee to chest, tap the toes, left knee to chest, back to plank. Let's drop the knees for a moment, sit back, and just start to roll out the wrists. I know that can be kind of tough on the wrists, especially if you have squishy blocks and your hands kind of sink in. So just rolling around the wrists. And this exercise is so helpful if you find that you're one of those people when you're in a class and the teacher tells you to go from three-legged dog and step your foot all the way between your hands and it doesn't quite get there. These exercises will really, really help you to find that lift, to find that deep core, to be able to get your foot all the way between your hands. It might not happen today, but over time, practice this and you will get better. Shake it out. And we're going to do just one more set of 3. So coming back up to plank, strong plank. And starting with right knee to chest. Tap the toes between the blocks. Right knee to chest. Back to plank. Left knee to chest. Tap the toes. Left knee to chest. Back to plank. Again, right knee to chest. Tap the toes. Right knee to chest. Back to plank. Again, left knee to chest, tap the toes, left knee to chest, back to plank. One more each side, right knee to chest, tap, right knee to chest, plank. Last one, left knee to chest, tap the toes, left knee to chest, back to plank. Let's drop the knees. Take a child's pose, hips heavy to the heels, big toes touch, knees together or apart, head comes down towards the floor. Just taking a few breaths here. And then let's come up. We're going to come into camel pose. So taking a back bend usually feels really nice after doing some core So come up high on your knees. Start with your toes tucked, your hips are over your knees. You're gonna bring your hands to your lower back sacrum area. You could do it with your fingers pointing up towards your head, or if you can't do that, you can have your fingers pointing down towards your toes. So hands are on your low back. Grab a block and place it between your upper thighs. And this is just gonna help keep the legs and quads activated. Use your hands to press your hips forward, squeeze the block between your thighs, and lift your heart towards the sky. You can stay like this, or you can reach back and grab hold of your heels. If you have hold of your heels and you want to go a little deeper, you can untuck the toes and point your toes. Keep squeezing the blocks, pressing the hips forward, opening your heart towards the sky, and breathing. We need a strong front body, strong quads to do this posture safely. Bring your hands back onto your back, remove the block, and sit down onto your heels for a moment, just neutralizing the spine and breathing. And then we'll come forward, back into downward facing dog. Fingers spreading wide. Raise your right leg in the air. And just explore here. So if you want to open up the hip, bend the knee, make some circles. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just a nice exploring expedition. Your right leg, right hip. And then straighten out the legs, square off the hips. Bring your knee to your nose and shift your shoulders over your wrists. Tap the knee to the floor. Inhale, pull it back up to the nose. Exhale, tap. Inhale, pull back up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, pull up. One more time, exhale, tap. Inhale, pull up. Reach the leg all the way back as you inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, step the foot all the way between the hands. Get high on your fingertips. Feed the back heel with energy. And when you're ready, you'll gaze forward and come all the way up into your high lunge, high crescent lunge. Hugging the thighs towards the midline, towards your core, your strong foundation for stability. Lean forward, reach forward, come forward on your back toes so you're in a long diagonal line of energy. Keep your core strong and your belly off your right thigh. Energy through the crown of the head. Sweep the arms back to a power lunge and come off of your left leg, finding your warrior three. So your hips are squared to the best of your abilities, maybe finding a point to gaze at so you can find some balance. Just do your best. If you fall out, come back in. And then exhale the hands to the floor and the left leg high for standing splits. Getting a nice stretch in your right hamstring. And then gaze forward, hands underneath the shoulders. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, you're going to bend both knees, tap left knee, right calf or ankle. Inhale, reach the left leg back up, standing splits. Exhale, bend and tap. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bend and tap. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bend and tap. Hold it here, stay in this shape and sit down. So the side of your left thigh comes down, your right foot plants outside of your left thigh. Sit up really tall. Right hand comes behind you. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, take your twist. Rooting down through the sits bones, lifting up through the crown of the head, really focusing on lengthen the spine as you twist, breathing in and out through the nose. Come back around through center, gently bow the other way, counter twist. And then sit up, unwind the legs. We're coming into boat pose. So lifting the legs up, balancing on your sits bones. You can have your legs bent and hold on to the backs of the thighs, or you can reach your arms alongside the legs, maybe try straightening the legs. Avoid rounding the spine. So you really want to draw your heart forward. There's almost a little bit of cow in your upper back. You're sitting tall, you're breathing. This is all core here. So relaxing the face.
and coming down into a low boat or canoe. So your low back comes down, legs and upper back stay lifted. We'll scissor kick the legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze it back up to regular boat pose, Navasana. We're going to do our best to make our way up to chair pose. You might have to rock and roll up and down. You might have to use your hands, or maybe you'll just press into the feet and come right up to chair. This is a tough move. It might not happen right away, but in your chair, start to find your neutral spine. So avoid arching or rounding. Just think length in your low back. Palms come together. Take a twist. Left elbow hooks outside of right leg. Press your palms together, elbows wide. Ground down through your right foot and lift up your left foot. Step it all the way back to a high lunge prayer twist. Tough transition, do your best. Inhale up to your high lunge. And exhale, open up to your warrior two. Right heel in line with left arch, arms out into a T, gaze over your right middle finger, bending into your right leg. Side angle, right forearm comes to right thigh. Reach up and over with the left arm. Long line of energy down the left side of the body, almost trying to open your heart towards the sky. Keep your left arm where it is and reach your right arm up alongside your right ear like you're holding a giant beach ball in your hands. This is going to be a big core move. So you're holding yourself up. You're not collapsing down, breathing. And then come all the way back up to warrior two. Straighten your right leg, triangle pose. Reach all the way forward with the right hand. Right hand comes down, left arm straight out of the shoulder. Right hand can come inside or outside of the foot, to the mat or block, or you can take a toe lock. It's not about getting your hand down. It's about trying to have your shoulders stacked, your spine long. Find your breath here. And then bring your hands to the floor, frame the right foot, and pivot your back heel. Reach your right arm up to the sky, coming into a low lunge twist. Shoulders are stacked. Keep lifting the left knee away from the mat to keep your quad active. You'll notice you're already set up in the top of the body for a side plank on the left. So roll to the outer edge of your left foot and bring your right leg back, coming into side plank. This is a really tough transition, so if you're not able to get it for the first many times, just keep practicing. It might take you a few steps to get there. You can take any variation, maybe lifting a leg, bending your knee, whatever works for you. Take a deep breath in here and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here in and out through the nose, using this down dog to catch your breath, to slow down your exhales. We'll do all of that on the other side. So reach your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog, and explore. Option to open up the hip, bend the knee, make some circles, any movements. There's really no right or wrong answer. Inviting movement into your left leg. And then straighten out the leg, square off the hips. Bring your knee to your nose and shift your shoulders over your wrists. Tap the knee to the floor. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, pull up. Reach the leg all the way back to three-legged dog. Step your foot all the way between your hands. Help it up if you need to. Maybe it's a little easier to get the foot up there after that previous core exercise that we did. High on the fingertips, energy in the right heel. Rise up to high lunge. Hugging everything towards the midline, your center point, your foundation. Breathing. Lean forward. Long line of energy, rolling a little bit forward on the back toes. Energy shooting out of the crown of the head. Strong arms here. And sweep the arms back. Activate through the triceps. And start to come off of your right leg. You might have to take a few hops to get there, coming into your warrior three. Hips stay squared to the best of your abilities. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, fold to standing splits. So hands to the floor, right leg high. Looking for your hamstring stretch in the back of the left leg. And then bringing your hands underneath the shoulders, maybe leveling out the hips a little. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend and tap right knee, left calf or ankle. Inhale, reach the leg up. Exhale, bend and tap. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, bend and tap. Reach it up. Exhale, bend and tap. Hold it here. Sit over to your right butt. So your right thigh is on the floor. Left foot is planted outside of the right thigh. Reach your right arm up. Inhale. And exhale, take a twist. Again, sitting tall, gazing back over your left shoulder. Use this opportunity to catch your breath. And come back around through center, gently bow the other way. And then unwind the legs. We're coming back into boat pose. Grab your blocks here. You can put them on any level. I'm putting them on the second level. I find that to be the most comfortable and easiest. They're outside of the hips. And then settling into your boat pose. Again, long spine, pulling the heart forward, shoulders plug back into the shoulder blades, legs bent or straight. Option to hold onto the back of the legs if you need, but just sitting tall. And what we're going to do is use our breath to lift ourselves up. We're going to be lifting from our pelvic floor, our root lock, Mula Bandha. And you'll just do your best. You might not lift up very high. That's okay. Let's inhale together. Exhale, cross the ankles, plant the hands to the blocks. And inhale, try to lift yourself up. Lower back down, back to boat pose. It's okay if you didn't get your butt off the ground. Just do your best here. Again, let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, cross the ankles, plant the hands. Press down through the hands. Inhale, lift it up. Lower back down. Come back into your boat pose just one more time. I know this is tough. Maybe your thighs are cramping, but you're digging deep for this exercise. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale, cross the ankles, plant the hands to the blocks. Inhale, lift it up. And lower back down to boat pose. So we're doing that same thing where we're going to meet in chair. You can rock and roll or come up however you need to, but meeting in chair pose at the top of your mat. Long spine. Palms come together, take a twist, right elbow hooks outside of left leg. Press your palms together, root down through your left foot. Lift up your right foot and step it all the way back, high lunge prayer twist. We'll inhale all the way up to your high crescent lunge. And exhale, open it up, warrior two. Left heel in line with right arch. Bend into your left leg, strong arms here. Making sure your knee isn't rolling inside of the foot, so track it over to the left. Side angle, left forearm, left thigh. Reach up and over with the right arm. Really long line of energy down the entire right side of the body. Bicep by the ear, and then reaching your left arm alongside to meet your right arm, holding that giant beach ball over your head. Make sure you're still breathing, keeping your strong core, your strong torso. I know this is tough. Come back to warrior two and straighten the left leg. Triangle pose, reach all the way forward with the left hand and down. Wherever you need to be, whatever props you need to use to be here in alignment, make sure you're still breathing. And then planting the hands to the floor, framing the left foot, pivoting your back heel, reaching your left arm up to the sky, low lunge twist. Gaze towards your left fingers, back knee stays lifted. And again, noticing how we're perfectly set up in the top half of our body for side plank on the right. So rolling to the outer edge of the right foot, bringing your left foot back, coming into whatever variation of side plank works for you. Maybe try lifting a leg, maybe not today. But we'll take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, chaturanga. Elbows squeeze in towards the ribs. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep lifting your hips high. Length through the torso. Maybe your heels are getting a little closer to the ground. And then come forward to plank. And slowly as you can, lower all the way down onto your belly. Toes are pointed. Arms reach alongside the body with the palms facing up. We're going to take 3 back bends. So inhale, lift everything up for this locust variation. Legs, feet, chest. Pretend you're holding up a tray with your hands and lift it up even higher. Relax your face. Big toes are hugging towards each other. We don't want the legs wide. Breathing here. And then relaxing it all down, left ear to the floor. Less awkward than mine is. I'm just protecting the mic. And let's do that again. Inhale, lift it all up. Legs, chest, hands. Hold up the tray even higher. Big toes hugging towards each other. Relax your face. Don't forget to breathe. And slowly lower down, right ear to mat this time. Really just relax here. Your next option, you can either do that one more time, or if you want to come into bow pose, you will bend your legs, grab hold of your feet, kick your feet into your hands. Wherever you are, come up into your back bend. If you're holding onto your feet, you're kicking them so much into your hands that you're getting even higher off the floor. Knees aren't spreading wide. Pretend you're holding a block between them. Keep lifting, keep breathing wherever you are. And slowly lower down. Make a pillow for your hands, left ear down. Switch, right ear down. And then slowly press yourself back to child's pose. Big toes touch, knees together or apart, whatever feels best for you. Reconnecting with your breath. And slowly come up. We'll come to seated, both legs straight out in front of you. Flex your feet. Remove the flesh from the sits bones. So just pull the fleshy part of your butt away so that you can get a little bit more grounded. Sit tall, reach your arms up, take a deep breath in. Exhale, keep the length in your spine and reach forward. Keep trying to reach your heart forward towards your feet. It's okay if you're nowhere near grabbing the feet. Find your breath. This is a big stretch, and it could be difficult to breathe in, so really focusing on your slow inhales and exhales, in and out through the nose. And then sit up. It's our last core exercise. Grab your block, lowest level, put it in between your feet, and come all the way down onto your back. If you have low back issues, you can have your hands underneath your butt. Otherwise, you can have your arms alongside the body, or for an extra challenge, you can interlace them and put them behind your head. We'll be doing leg lifts. So inhale, lift up the legs, squeeze the block between the feet. Exhale, lower down. Don't touch the floor, just hover. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Continue this, just a few more, trying not to use momentum. And sometimes less movement is more, so you don't even have to go all the way up to 90 degrees. Make sure you're breathing and you're not rushing. Let's do 3 more. And then relax it down. Release the block to the side. Bend your legs, plant your feet. Heels close to the glutes. We're going to take a bridge pose or a wheel pose if you have a safe, comfortable wheel pose in your practice. So if you're coming up into your bridge, you'll press through the feet, lift up the hips, maybe interlace your hands underneath you, rocking the shoulder blades underneath to get a little bit more height, lifting your hips towards the sky. Staying here, Or if you have wheel, you can come into your wheel pose, planting your hands down and lifting all the way up. We'll stay here for 5 breaths wherever you are. Slowly lower down. And just bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock a little side to side. And then release the feet down to the floor. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. We're coming into a twist, not reclining pigeon just yet. So open your arms out into a T. Keep your legs in this shape. Let them drop over to the left. So side of the left thigh comes down, right foot plants to the floor, and right knee points up. Turn your head to the right. So it's a little bit of a hip opener, a little bit of a twist. Close your eyes, just breathe here. And then bring your knees back into center. Keep them in this shape, coming into your reclining pigeon. So left knee comes in towards your chest. Thread the right arm through and interlace your hands behind your left thigh or on top of your left shin. Hug it in. Maybe take teeny tiny rocks side to side if that feels good for you. Head, neck, and back stay relaxed to the floor. Release that. Plant both feet down, arms out into a T. Left ankle crosses over right leg. Legs drop over to the right. So side of the right thigh comes down, left foot plants, left knee points up to the sky, and turn your head to the left. Relaxing your left shoulder into the floor and slow breaths here in this twist. Keep your legs in this shape, bring them back to center. Reclining pigeon on the left. Right knee comes in towards the chest, thread the left arm through. Interlace your hands behind your thigh or on top of your shin. Maybe taking teeny tiny rocks side to side if you did so on the other side. Just opening up your left hip. And then releasing that, hug both knees in one last time. Rock a little side to side. And let's come into Shavasana, our final resting pose. Legs straight out, feet fall open, palms face the sky. Bring your eyes to close. Soften all the muscles in the face and the body. Let go of all the effort you put into that tough practice. Just allow yourself to be and just melt into the earth as you surrender here. Gently start to deepen the breath. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Reach your arms up overhead, point your toes, take a big good morning stretch. Bend your knees into your chest and roll to your right side, pausing in fetal pose for a moment, resting your right ear on your right arm, thanking yourself for showing up on your mat today. When you're ready, keep your eyes closed and press yourself up to a comfortable seated position, sitting tall, palms join at your chest in prayer. And gently bow your head to your heart, sealing in the practice with gratitude. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and tune back in soon.